I hope you will consider Anthony Hancock. He's a man of great character, great integrity. He's done a lot of good for youth and mankind, working in the force, very active in the Boy Scouts Association.
I was going to go home, because he kind of lied to me when I got here. But he told me I was the only running back he's signed, right? When I got here, he had like 15 other running backs. And I was like on a total poll. I was like, wait a minute. Frank Fox, James Berry, Kelsey Finch, Mark Mariel, Glenn Ford, Dennis Mahan. They had like 15 different running backs, right? And I wouldn't get no playing time, right? So here I am, my first year here, coming home every week. You know, I'm out on the practice squad. I'm not playing. So one Monday, what happened was, this is how fast it happened. I called and said, I'm coming home. It was a week before the Alabama game. Well, we had Carson Newman scrimmage that Monday. Well, I went down there, I played, and I scored 4 touchdowns. Well, when the bus came back from Carson Newman, Coach Major and Bob Harrison met me when I got the bus. They said, well, we heard that, you scored 4 touchdowns, you had a good game. I said, yeah. He said, well, there's some way I got to get you on the field. I said, okay. So I said, would you mind changing positions from running back to wide receiver? I said, to running back to wide receivers, I said, well, if there's an opportunity for me to play, sure, no problem. So he said, well, go to practice. I said, Coach, you got to do some game. He said, well, go to practice. So I practiced that Monday night. We skipped Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, Thursday, I made the traveling squad. So I was like, wow, I made the traveling squad. So all the freshmen give me a high five because I finally made the traveling squad. I've been here for almost 5, 6 weeks, right? So, the traveling squad is really neat because what happens is you get the night before the game, you get to go to a hotel, you watch a movie, eat prime rib. So you get a police escort the next day. So I was just enjoying it, have a good time, walk through the T, 86,000 people, just have a good time. So I'm sitting on the bench third quarter, just chilling. About 8 minutes to go in the game, Bob Harrison said, Anthony, get ready. He said, get ready for what? He said, get ready to go in the game. I said, go in the game? So I was so excited I come running on the field, and Jimmy Streeter, quarterback, and Jimmy Streeter was doing this. I didn't have a helmet on. Kenny Jones, my roommate. Kenny Jones from Stratford High School. Kenny Jones was like 6'6", 300 pounds, right? He gave me his helmet. Right? So here I am with Kenny Jones' bob head helmet. His mouthpiece going around the mouth there. I'm sitting there trying to put it on. I was like, what's going on here? So I lined up. I said, man, that's Pierre Perrin over there. I'm sitting there on the 50 and I said, wait a minute, 19 quit string left. Oh man, I'm on the left side. He's coming to me. He said, do I take 1 step forward, a 2 step back, a 2 step forward, 1 step back? So I tell him, did my high-line shuffle and cut the ball and ran 19 yards. My first collegiate catch in college football, I had somebody else's helmet on. So that's how I got started. And it was just, opportunities you never know where to establish. I would never envision being here for that long period of time, and it was a great honor to be recruited by Coach Major during the time period, and my parents were really instrumental in terms of me coming to the University of Tennessee, because they said, well, you're going to go to UT instead of going to Ohio State, and it was just so many different stories I could tell you about the friendship I built while I was there, and then, able to come back after I finished playing at University of Tennessee and playing in Kansas City, and then moved my family here to Knoxville, Tennessee, to be part of the community. And that's when I got my formative years of learning, when I started working with the Great Smoky Mountain Council of Boy Scouts of America. And worked with the Boy Scouts for 8 years, and through the Boy Scouts we had 12 Eagle Scouts, which is the highest award you can earn as a scout. So we had 12 Eagle Scouts and had an inner-city scout in Knoxville. Then I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and started working with the Tennessee Department of Transportation, small business development programs, working with women on women business throughout the state of Tennessee. Then when that job was discontinued, I moved back to Knoxville, and I started working as a substitute teacher, and working with Park and Recreation, and also as a football official. And then working my certification, and then I eventually became a special education teacher for Knox County Schools. And I'm a deacon in my church at Boston Chapel Missionary Baptist Church with Pastor Joseph Tarver as my pastor. I served there as a deacon when Pastor Emeritus is Mr. Robert McGee. And, service. Everything that we do in this room is service. And I think that my life has been geared on serving other people. And I want to be the person who can represent Tennessee in an honorable way with good integrity and character development in terms of making sure that we do what is good and right. And be the spokesperson for all the people, because every situation is different. You know, every situation is different. So I want to be the spokesperson or be in a position to collaborate and work with legislative people. Not necessarily Republicans, Democrats, or Independent. We're just people, so we can do what's good and right for everybody. East Tennessee, West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, period. So that's my platform. It's on job development, it's on education, it's on citizenship training, it's on for our youth. Our youth is very important. You know, we should all be provided free, appropriate public education in terms of them being able to have opportunities like we had. And the opportunity I had at the University of Tennessee afforded me a chance to be where I am to this day. And being around just some friends in this room, people who have been supportive behind me, just the people who I know one-on-one. They said, well, you haven't raised a lot of money. I said, well, you know what? I got friends. I got friends, and that means more to me more than anything else because this will last forever. And, you know, and I really appreciate each and every one of you coming out today. I support your support. Even Bert coming out early in the morning because she don't get up. She'll get up at 12. Period. The Sharpshires and the student teachers and KCEA and you know, people back here in terms of friends and coach majors who he allowed me to be with today. Just the whole atmosphere of us going out and winning this race. Because the whole purpose of me doing it is to win. Yeah, right. Not to run, but to win. Win to win. And that's what I plan on doing. You know, I do a lot of things, and you know, you do things to win. And that's what I want to do. I want to win. I want to be your representative, to be able to represent you in a good and honorable way. I also want to thank my wife. She's my first school. 24 years we've been married, and my daughter Shauna, who's outside, my daughter Shauna, one of the daughters Summer, and 2 grandkids. And family is important. Family is important. I think that there's one story I'd like to share with you and let you know how it happened. December 19th, 1982, I went back to Knoxville, Cleveland, Ohio. Well, that's the day I had a child. My baby was born. And then I went to the hospital and I saw my baby. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go and work with my father at a Ford Motor Company and not go back to the University of Tennessee. And 7 catches, 120 yards in my freshman year. But when are you going to go back? I was going to be a man, take care of my family. My father came home. He worked at the Ford Motor Company casting division. And he came home. My mother and father, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, we're sitting there eating chicken wings and sweet potato pie, talking about how it was and everything. And I told them, you know, Mom and Daddy, I ain't going to go back to school. I'm going to go with my father. They didn't say anything. The next day, my father went to work. He said, well, come on, go to work with me that day. So I went to work with my father. Got on the rapid system, transit system, the Ford Motor Company, got there, got the rapid, walked through the Ford casting division, Ford Motor Company. Oh, wow, this is where I'm going to start working. I like this. I saw a display case. I looked at the display case. Wow. Wait a minute, that's my trophy. That's my medal. So my trophies in the stuff were in my father's Ford Motor Company's display case. I said, wow, that's interesting. So then I started meeting some of his co-workers and started shaking their hands. I said, okay. So, you know, you're Buzz Hancock's son. Yeah, you were down Tennessee. Yeah. See, that was, I said, okay. So we went to locker rooms. My locker room, where I used to play at the University of Tennessee. Go in, put my shoulder pads on, helmet, cleats, elbow pads, mouthpiece, helmet. Well, my father's locker room, he went in there, small man, about 155 pounds. He had jumpsuit, work boots, elbow pads, gloves, earplugs, goggles, helmet. Wow. Similar but different. Go on the field. My field, run pass routes, catch passes, do push-ups, do my thing. His work field, Ford Motor Company, big giant furnace. Steel coming from the conveyor belt. He picks it up, takes it, dip it in the water, throw it. 9700 degrees temperatures, picks it up, dumps it, dips it, throws it. 8 hours a day. That was his plant field every single day. Similar but different. Then afterwards, I would go take a shower and go to study hall and go eat and do what I had to do for my academics. His would be go in the locker room, change clothes, maybe go out and get a beer with one of his friends or their co-workers, and then give him a wrap and come on back home and tell his wife, my mom, how his day was. That experience that day, I never went back to Cleveland, Ohio. That day, I never went back. Because I realized that, you know, he worked hard all his life. And he wanted me to work smart. You know, he wanted me to use this right here and not have to do manual labor. Not saying manual labor is not bad, because, you know, like Dr. Martin Luther King once said, that whenever you engage in work that serves humanity, and for the building of humanity, it has dignity and has worth. All labor has dignity.
Amen.
All labor has dignity. Regardless of the question they're in, we need to provide opportunities for us to be able to move forward and provide job opportunities for everyone, regardless of what it may be. Because it all has value. It all has value. There's no big T, there's no little I. We're all in this together. So with that in mind, I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to be your next state representative, and hopefully I'll be able to go down there and do some wonderful things. But you know, it's going to be your support. It's going to be from your support in terms of you supporting me physically, mentally, and spiritually.